not trying to break the bank. We're just trying to make an ugly hill a little less ugly. Dang. Dude! People are like, why don't you use your excavator more? And I'm like, because I can do everything with a skid loader that I can with an excavator. Good morning, you guys. We got a big ugly hill to fix, but before we do that, my truck is dead in the parking lot of Menards. We got to check to see if maybe by some miracle it'll come back to life all on its own. Brought it down to Fury Motors, which is the place I bought it from, and they said, oh, she's in good shape, ready to go, take her away. And I did, and I got 6 miles down the road and she died in the back lot, and she killed totally right in the gate. So let's see if she's gonna, by miracle, help me out this morning. Okay, starts. Will she run? Here we go. I don't want to go too far. Are you kidding me? Are you? This truck is driving me nuts. Always something fun, right? All right, let's worry about fixing the big ugly hill. And if you guys want to know how things go with this, subscribe, because this is going, I have a feeling this is going to be an ongoing thing. Sounds like Alex has got things fired up. Let's see how his progress went. Yesterday was pretty treacherous. That hill is pretty steep. One of those kinds of hills where if you climb up to the top and you start wiggling, and the ground was really soft yesterday, you start wiggling and you get out of being straight up and down, she's gonna go sideways. She's gonna roll kitty. She's gonna go kitty wampus fast. Oh, I love it. Oh! What the? What are you doing? Looks awesome. Look at the joint spaces on that thing. Holy crap.
I'm not too happy about this one unless it was there.
You might want to just talk to her about that though, Alex. She might want the joint spaces to put plants in.
I wanted a little more rugged, she said. Not a straight top. There.
Dude, that looks not cool. That looks perfect. Holy crap, I love it. Gah! That's some foresight in there. That's nice. Damn. Woo! Pleasant surprise. Looks better than Timmy's first wall. I'm not joking. So, you know, you gotta set a guy free at some point, right?
Yeah.
Timmy built a bunch of smaller retaining walls, and we got into this massive project. It was way bigger than this whole hill. It was about 15 feet tall, and it was like 150 feet long. So pretty massive project, but it was out in the woods. So, you know, it was along a walking trail, and we were creating this whole thing. And I went out and he built the entire thing, got it built up, and went out, and it had to be all tore down. The whole thing. Like from the top to the entire bottom, because instead of getting the joint spaces right and the alignment right on the boulders, he would have a little bit over on a boulder, and it would be a lower boulder, and you can't do that. He like screwed up. So you got to ask Timmy how he screwed up. Like on a boulder like this, instead of being flush, well, actually you need to push this one back a titch.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So can you imagine something like that though, being 15 feet tall and having one, and then maybe everything else looks good, and then having one more just slightly off, but you can't be slightly off. Yeah. So I looked at him like, Tim, you got to tear the whole thing down. He's like, no way. And I'm like, yeah. And then I got the engineer out because I didn't want to spend 2.5 weeks tearing it down and rebuilding it. Got the engineer out, and even the engineer was like, yeah, I agree. We should start over again. And that's why Tim may be a little bit more technical now. But this is amazing. Dude, this is amazing. Freaking love it. Well, while Alex is working, let's do a little more sorting over here. Let's figure out his base boulders for him. Put the smaller ones to the side and grab these base ones so we can get him fed. That way it makes his job a little easier. I think I'm getting Coopers. I like them Coopers. I don't know, what tires do you guys like? I heard Coopers are made in America. I can't confirm nor deny that. I don't know if it's the truth or not. But so far, those Cooper ATPs have been a pretty damn good tire. Which ones do you guys like, roll with, and how's your experience been? I think we got enough boulders to hold Alex over for a while. And I think Alex is one of those guys that I'm guessing a few of you guys know these guys that who just need a chance to prove themselves. And sometimes they can't prove themselves if you're breathing over their shoulder. They don't feel like they're doing it yet. I may be wrong on this, but I think if I give them some space, take off for a little bit, and then we'll come back in here and see how he's doing. Look at, he's thinking right now. He's wondering which boulder to pick. I love seeing how guys like that. Like every boulder wall has its own style. Hey, I got these set up for big and then small over here. Are you looking for something specific?
Or that one there.
Which, you say it, I'll grab it.
Yeah, this one and that one.
Okay. I have a feeling more than one of you guys is going to be like, Dirt Monkey, why do you keep jiggle-joggling all those boulders around? Well, there's actually a reason. What I'm trying to do is lay these out so that they have their best balance point. And you can find that on the ground a lot of times. How do these boulders just naturally want to lay? And when you're trying to build a nice flat base for them to lay on in a wall, the ground is going to be more forgiving than if they're laying on top of another set of boulders. So I'll jiggle-joggle these things around till I feel like, oh, this might be a great way for them to fit into the wall. So you'll see me flip them, rotate them, and get them to the point where they're at their most stable, and then leave them, space them out so he can bring that claw in and have enough room that he can grab them without bouncing and banging off from other ones as much as possible, of course. And then just spin, rotate, and flip them right into the wall. I'm just trying to make his job a little bit easier. Oh, look at the artist is getting paid. Oh, he's gonna hand lift that foot. Yeah, that's a smart move, Alex. That's gonna preserve your back. The artist has to get it just perfect. I get that feeling, man. I get that feeling.
I can't really dangle it in there without spinning around.
Do you need a hand?
No, I got it.
That's a finger smasher what you're doing. You're gonna need those nose pickers a few more years, just be careful. When you're building a retaining wall, it's like a jigsaw puzzle, right? But none of the pieces were designed to really fit together. You gotta make them fit together. So here's the thing, let me kind of set this backwards. So you're building, stacking, and then you put one ahead, and as you try to stack towards it, if this one can't move because it's locked into the design of the lower course, you gotta have the just right piece to make it fit, and that can be a challenge. I think that's what Alex is finding out. One of the fun things about building walls. That one doesn't look too bad. Let's grab those two little tiny ones. I got you a nice one. You might like it. Ow, it's all this is all of them. Does that one work? Nah, right next to you. Yeah.
I already moved on.
Oh, all right, well good. That's it. You got all your boulders here. I'm going. I gotta go help Blaine. Hey, where's the 150-pound plate packer?
Which one?
The one with the rubber plate.
In the shop.
It's inside. Is the shop locked?
Yep.
One arm Blaine's heading down there. I gotta go help him load up.
Yeah.
Sprinklers. The enemy of every landscaper that has ever existed trying to work on a job when they just randomly come on. What I'm talking about. Looks like these popped on and mucked things up. But it could have just been a test run by the irrigation company. And it's pretty dry out. So we'll be able to keep working. Not the end of the world. Here we are. We're at the next phase of this project, which is where we decide if we want to go any higher. Well, technically, we don't decide anything. Good morning. How are you doing? Good. How do you like it?
Great.
Okay. Okay, so Alex is making the job bigger. Good morning. Morning, Landon, by the way. How are you doing? So we are, so go ahead, tell them what you're going to do now, Alex.
Just gonna add another string of boulders in along the back side there, almost like a little second tier up there, just for a little more character.
Sounds fantastic.
That'd be super cool.
You like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah. Good. Good, good, good. Good. I like it. I like it. And then mulch, right?
Yep.
Right
Are
after
we
is
getting
mulch?
fabric or plastic? Do you guys have a preference?
Fabric.
Fabric?
I have a
Okay.
preference. Fabric. Fabric holds the mulch better, and on this hill, we want this mulch to stick to the fabric. Make sure you really staple down this slope too, because their kids are going to be going up and down on this, and they got a dog. So that's going to be going up and down on this. So we really need to staple the fabric in, and then yeah, and we're using a double shredded hardwood mulch. And one of the things that I pointed out to Sarah, I pointed out to these guys, was the reason we're using a double shredded hardwood mulch. Alex, we hold this for just a second here. Okay, so on a slope like this, a double shredded hardwood mulch versus chips. We don't use chips. I don't use chips anywhere, to be quite honest with you. Chips don't bind. You see how this actually stitches together? And on a slope, that's going to hold together. Now the key words are double shredded hardwood mulch. So we use a hardwood so it doesn't rot over the next year or two. I mean, it will, as soon as you lay it down, it's in a state of decomposition, but a slower state versus a soft mulch. So it's critical we get the right mulch. You will almost never see us using wood chips. They don't stick together, they don't hold, they wash, they blow. They're almost never the right choice for us. Maybe for somebody else, but not for us. So we got phase 2 to go on. Sounds good? Sounds good to you guys?
Yep, sounds great.
Great. All right. So now a couple things. What I want to talk about this area right here. I like the way this looks, and this is okay because this is the maximum wall height. But you see that small stone? I would never put a smaller stone underneath there because there's not enough meat behind it on a bigger wall. If we were going 6 foot, if we were going 8 foot, we'd have to replace this because there isn't enough meat behind this stone.
I think that it would be okay because of on this one too, and this one's got a pretty good, I mean, it's back there pretty far, good ways, and it's on top of this one and that one.
For what you're doing, yes.
Okay.
Here, absolutely. Yeah. Alex, what I'm saying, though,
one, yeah,
on a 6 or an 8 foot, you can't do that because that's gonna, then the stone, that stone is resting on the fill, and that fill may not be 100% compacted because it's almost impossible to get into all the nooks and crannies, and technically it can wash. Yeah. And then if you're adding stone after stone after stone after stone on that, that additional weight is going to really accentuate any issues. So, but in a situation like this, what this does is I like how it throws off the basket weave pattern. So let's talk about, for these guys, the basket weave pattern. Let's eliminate this. And you see how we've got this basket weave right here going on. It's a pattern. And sometimes in a boulder wall you want that, and sometimes you don't want to see a pattern. And you've got to know which way you're going to go. So he, like I said, a great job of throwing off the pattern by placing in a few different stones, which just helped make that visual change. And it works. I think it works good. Hey Blaine, hold on, I can't hear you. There you are. Hey, are you, how close to the shop are you?
It'll be probably half hour, 40 minutes.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna try to drive my Dodge truck down to Fury Motors.
Okay.
Cause it's not running. It died on me at Menards yesterday. So if you could keep your phone on, I'll let you know how far I get. Because I may need you to pick me up on the side of the road. And if I'm lucky enough to get to Fury Motors, I'll have you pick me up at Fury Motors.
Okay.
And then have you drive me back to my car, which I'll leave at Menards in West St. Paul. That's not going to screw up the schedule up there, is it? Or is it?
No.
Okay, good.
I got stuff to do, so, all right.
Okay, all right, I'll keep you updated.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Blaine.
Bye.
All right, she made her 6 miles. Here's the weirdest, this freaking truck. I'll tell you the weirdest thing about this thing. It died. The problem originally started, maybe you guys seen the video, maybe you didn't, but to sum it up, I got it home after work and it literally died in my driveway 3 times in a row. So the next day, and it wouldn't run. I just gave up. One of those long, hard days at work, you're just enough to deal with. Gave up on it. The next day I go out, runs fine. I get it all the way down to Fury Motors. They don't have any problems with it. They change out the ignition switch, right? I drive it 6 miles up here, dies in the back, but it's been a day. So maybe like the first time, she'll run the 6 miles, get me down to Fury Motors, and we'll be good. We'll see. What does this guy want? What?
Just wondering why your truck was parked here.
Because it's dead?
Oh, okay.
Are you in with Menards?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's dead. I'm trying to get it out.
I know you.
You do?
You did my dad's wall.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Which one?
Over on Mainzer. It was a huge white brick wall that was falling forward.
Okay.
Big yellow house.
Yes, we had to engineer that because we had to hold up the house. It was only a 4-foot tall wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my house.
Oh, very cool. Hey, nice to meet you. Andrew Stan. So yeah, she died in here yesterday and I'm trying to get it out. So right now I'm going to try to drive it again. I literally pulled it from get a load of this, Andrew. I pulled it out of, I brought it down to Fury Motors to have them repair it. Okay.
Do it.
This is repaired. I get it back into your guys' yard over there.
It dies.
And it dies. And it died at the gate. I got it over to here, unloaded it. I had it stacked. Pulled another truck in, unloaded it. And now if I can get it to run, I'm getting it back down to Fury Motors.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I watch your channel, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, so you...
interrupt your video.
Oh, no, dude, you're part of it now, Andrew, so... All right, well, I'll get her out of here for you guys.
No, it's fine. I saw it on camera and I'm like, this has been here all day since I've been here. So
Oh, your security, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Loss prevention.
Well, makes sense. All right, thanks, Andrew.
Yep.
Let's go. All right, let's go towards South St. Paul. Drive. I'll put my seatbelt on in a minute. If the car is driving, ooh, don't die going up this hill. Oh, crap. Ooh, she's still running. Ooh, she died. She died, but then she caught herself. Well, there we go. Nope, still running. Well, I didn't want to go on any major roads, but by taking this route, I won't be on the highway, but I will be on the entrance to it. And Fury Motors is just down the hill, the bottom of the hill. And she's a steep hill. Worst case scenario, I could coast. If the coast was clear, I should be able to coast all the way down. Are we gonna make it? I'm driving right in. Frank-a-dink-a-doo, you can have this truck and shove it up your rump. Let's go see Mike. Mike is a good guy. Mike's the best part about Fury Motor. I'll tell you right now. I think he got a haircut. I made it. With the truck. Side roads. It started this morning, Mike. It drove all the way here. Now I got it on video. Dead yesterday. I don't.
Any lights on this morning?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the engine light is on. And I think it has something to do if it gets too hot, dude. Oh, look at the ladies. Hi, ladies. Hi. You wondering what's going on?
Oh, I know what's going on.
Hey, Blaine, hold on. Give me a minute. He's looking for a rental, I think.
I think I got it. So I started looking at the tip them because you had 24 codes back in there again. So I was like, well, that's something like looking like a power or ground issue. But this right here is loose. You can hear relay.
Oh, look at that.
As soon as I wiggled it just enough, car died.
Yeah, that's got to be
You
it.
find
Yep.
ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, Mom.
Clear the codes out of it, run it, do it, and see if all those same. You won't get the power up at speed because you're not driving, but
Look at that. In fact, I was telling these guys that's driving me nuts is the fact that it was dead yesterday.
yeah, how often would it die on you?
What's that?
That'll cause that.
I know that'll cause that, but why would it the next day be okay?
Because it's touching intermittent. I would say tightening that up probably should be good, but
Well, let's tighten
like
it up,
you had different
and then I'll
ones
give it a
that
test
said-
run.
Yeah, you had different ones that said like power up at speed and everything from when it would die, but obviously you're not driving it now, so grounds can, and with all the electronics now, they can just lose communication.
I'll tell you,
lose everything.
I like the fact you guys found that, but I don't buy that that's the only thing. I hope it is. I hope you guys are 100% right.
I would say that's where you have to start and go with that.
You know about it dying after it ran, got hot, and then the next day, like it acted like it would cool off. And when I went and grabbed that ground, it was hot. I mean, it burned my fingers grabbing it. What they said was when it gets hot, that when that ground gets hot, that interferes with the resistance of the ground. And if it was already marginal, it could create the problems. It kind of sounds like it makes sense to me. And the truck is running with no codes.
Truck fixed.
That's something. How's that arm doing?
Oh, it's hurting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you dislocate your shoulder?
Well, I've had a couple separated shoulders in my lifetime, and it feels the same. So I don't know. I haven't had it checked yet. I just thought maybe a little time, a little ice.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be getting a heck of a lot better, but I haven't been icing it as much as I should today. So.
There we go. Nothing wrong with that door. It opens. Excuse you got? I've always got a camera in one hand. I mean, it's not much different than what you're doing.
I know. They wouldn't let me though.
Yeah, all right, let's get her in. I can't see now, so just don't let me, I don't want you hurting yourself, Blaine. Oh, we got a little water. Washing the bed of the truck, Blaine. Stay back, hold on. You know, you can let the guy with two arms do it, but I mean, you know.
Oh, you're on the camera too.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I'm just standing right here. I can do it for you.
2
one between the two of us.
This needs a new starter. We'll be using it next job, I think. Hopefully next job. Hopefully we'll have that back together for the next job. All right, Blaine, see you later. Be safe, buddy. Drive safe. Have a good day. You know what? And I want you guys to be safe. Drive safe and also have a good day wherever you go. And I think that's gonna just about do it for today's video. It was a fun adventure. Was it really fun? I don't know. It was just something. We got through it. We got the truck running again. That's huge. Alex is doing great on that retaining wall. We've got Blaine loaded up, ready to rock and roll, getting materials back to Tim. So whatever it is you guys are up to, I hope it's just a successful operation for you. God bless you guys. Hopefully we'll see you on another one. If you enjoy these videos, if you could hit that like button, that goes a long way. God bless, and go get them, you guys.